What's up, guys?
Hello.
My name is Christian Lee. I'm here for Earworm Digital, and I'm here with, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Lexi Jayde.
And Lexi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah,
I'm doing great. I'm living
ever
life.
asked me that. Thank you.
Really?
Yeah.
People should ask you that.
All right. And so you're on tour right now, opening up for Adam
Melcher.
Melcher.
No one knows how to pronounce his name. Don't worry. I messed it up the first time I met him, so don't worry about that one.
So this is your second night. How was your first night in Arizona?
It absolutely insane. I'm still like on cloud 9 from that moment. It was my first show, on my first tour. So that was like a moment I've been like waiting for my entire life. So for it to actually happen, for something I've been looking forward to for months, was just the most insane feeling. And being on stage, it's just like gives you such a high in such an amazing way, and I feel like that's like my home. Like that's what I'm born to do, and I just am so in love with music and performing live. And it was good to be back on stage and meeting fans for the first time in a while, and hearing them be like, "Oh my God, your music! I love your music!" It was so cool. There was like a girl with a sign that was like, "I love you, Lexi," and that was the first time that anyone's ever had a sign from me. Well, I've never been on tour, so my first tour and seeing someone with a sign. I had to go up to her after, and I was like, "Girl, like this is so cool. Like thank you so much for making a sign." No, but it was amazing. I'm just so excited to continue the tour and go on with live music.
That's great. Yeah, the Lexinators coming in strong, huh?
Oh yeah, they're coming in strong. It's so cool meeting people that have like, because I feel like your fans, my fans, I like hate calling them fans because I feel like they're like actually like family. Like these people are like these girls and guys, they like support you through everything, and they are like what makes your music. Like the fans are the people listening and who are sharing and who are supporting you, who are showing up to the shows, who are constantly giving you support online. And like that to me is the most amazing thing. And if I could meet every single one, I would, and just like give them a hug. It's so cool.
That's great. And I'm a fan of your music, but I'm a fan of the collab you did with Goody and Cigarettes After Sex.
Stop.
Repeat.
Yes.
So how did that collab happen?
That was like the craziest thing in the whole world. I don't even know how it happened. My manager called me one day and was like, "Hey, like, you know Goody Grace?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know who Goody Grace is. Like, what? I listen to his music. Been listening to his music forever." And my manager was like, "Yeah, like, do you want to hop on his song? Like, do you want to like do a collab with him?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, like duh, like are you kidding me?" I was like freaking out. I have it on video. And then my manager was like, "Oh, by the way, like do you know like Cigarettes After Sex?" And I was like, "Yeah, are you kidding me?" Another like band that I fucking listen to all the time, like so insane. And they were like, "Yeah, they're gonna be on it too." And I was like, shut up. I just started, I was freaking out. I have a video of me and my best friend Sophia, and we're just like jumping around in my living room. Like actually, I was like about to cry, and I have so many videos of me manifesting it. I was like, today I'm going in and recording it because I hope they like it. I like wrote, like, we like wrote 3 different verses so they could like choose and pick and choose and have options. It was really cool. That was like the craziest thing for me because that was my first feature I've ever done. So to have it be Goody Grace and Cigarettes After Sex was just the sickest thing in the whole world. Like I couldn't imagine my first feature being anyone else.
Yeah, first of many more to come, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. And you know, while we were waiting outside for the interview, we heard you do your vocal warm-ups.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And I was wondering, what pushed you to becoming a singer?
So I have been writing songs since I was 6 years old.
Oh,
so
wow.
I've been writing and performing for my parents like since I can remember. I was always singing around the house. I grew up with my parents constantly listening to music. I grew up doing musical theater, so I did over like 35 musicals, fell in love with performing, singing, acting, and luckily being able to live in LA my whole life growing up here, there are so many amazing opportunities that you're given here, and I wanted to it was all I ever wanted to do. I've always had a creative mindset. Even in school, I was like doing the musicals, or I was in choir. Like I was always like, that was what my brain was like more driven towards. And you know, as I grew up, I started writing more about my life, and as I matured, I started going through more mature things and started writing about that. And it kind of became like my therapy for me, and it was something that I really like took put all of my put everything into, because I'm an only child, so I didn't really, like sometimes you don't really want to talk to your parents about everything, so I just wrote about it. And in 2020 when COVID happened, it was an opportunity for me to really dive into my music and just have me time and just really be able to dive into my artistry and my creative vision and figure out what I wanted and what my sound could sound like. And I'm still figuring it out.
Yeah.
You always will be.
Always
but
evolving.
COVID was a blessing in that way, even though it was a crazy year for everybody. But at the positive side of things, it was a blessing. And I met my manager and signed with a label in December. So it's been crazy. It's been super fun.
Cool. Well, your first time on tour, first time performing in San Diego, so we thought it'd be nice to give you some gifts.
Oh my God, you brought me.
Yeah.
What?
And this one's a little bit related to your past. We got you an Annie vinyl.
Oh my God. Stop! Wait, did you know I played Annie in musical theater? Did you know I played Annie? You definitely knew. Oh my gosh! Wait, that's so sick.
It is cool, huh?
I have a record player at home too. Oh my God! No, Annie was my dream role when I was doing musical theater, and I actually got to play Annie. I have the funniest picture of me in the red wig. It's hanging up in my house, by the way. So literally anybody who comes in my house sees the most embarrassing picture of me in this red wig. But this is so sweet. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
That's so sick.
All right. My next question too is: do you consider yourself a celebrity?
No, not at all. Not even close to being a celebrity. It's funny that you say that because I feel like everyone who's oh, you have followers, or you have blah 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 monthly listeners, or you're famous. If I'll go to a college party and I'll someone will ask for my Instagram and I'm please don't laugh. Actually I please just don't laugh at me, and they're what, you're famous? I'm no, I'm not famous. I do not consider myself famous at all. I just feel I'm just as normal as every single other 19-year-old human being. And I don't know. I just think I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't consider myself there yet.
Yeah.
I definitely have. It's cool that I have a following and do have people that follow me and stuff, but I don't know. Justin Bieber is a celebrity. That's what you call a celebrity. I don't know.
Love the humbleness. But when I was, looking you up on the tube, YouTube, I noticed there was some weird videos, some amateur paparazzi, harassing you and your friends. Some of them are even at your birthday, just outside waiting.
That was so funny actually, because I've never had paparazzi at all, genuinely. And when I had my birthday party, I had no idea half those people were showing up. I mean, I invited a lot of people, but I really genuinely was no one's gonna come. I was with my friend Bryant, and I was Bryant, no one's gonna come. And he was can you chill out, please? Everyone's gonna come. And then all these people started showing up, so I think that's why. And some of them were obviously more in the limelight. So I think that's, I don't know how just word got around. But it's funny because some of the paparazzi didn't even know how to pronounce my name, and I literally was you are at my birthday party right now. This is hysterical. Adam!
Sorry.
All good. A little Adam collab.
Adam's the best human in the whole world. Ever. I love him. But yeah, I thought that was funny because I just remember walking out there and I was you don't even know my name. That's embarrassing. Yeah. Okay.
And so, you're a singer. You had a musical background too.
Yes.
In musicals. But I read in some interviews that one of your dreams is to win an Oscar.
Yes.
And so my question is, what's your favorite director? Which director would you like to work with for a film?
Gosh, I think someone like Steven Spielberg could be the dream. I just feel that would be so cool, just so cool. I'm also just really, I don't know. I feel that's one director that I would just die over. Also, actually this doesn't really count, but concluding with like movies, there's like one actor, this isn't a director, but there's one actor that I would literally die to work with, and it's really funny because it's like the most random thing, but like Adam Sandler, I would love, because he produces like most of his movies too, and it's like with his production company, so technically kind of like not really a director, but like if I'd choose in that realm, I think that would just be like the coolest thing ever too. But I'm really into like rom-coms, so like older movies, and no directors make like any like movies like the old movies. Like anything on Netflix now is like cheesy, and like any rom-com is nothing like Pretty Woman or like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days or 10 Things I Hate About You, like the classic movies. The Notebook, like those are what I'm obsessed with. Like I would love to be in that type of movie.
Cool. All right, we got another gift for you, actually.
You got another?
Yeah, and hopefully this one helps improve your acting skills too. Not like they're bad.
Oh my gosh!
And it's actually a vinyl, and there's a script in it, so you could act along to it.
Whoa, sick!
Yeah.
Wait, that's really cool.
Yeah, so like I said, you act the scenes opposite of your favorite star. Well, I mean,
wow,
old dude, but
that's really cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, I'll check this
You're
out.
welcome. And
wow, look at the goodies. You guys are so kind. You're so kind.
This one more just to show you, but you know, it's a Stranger Things vinyl. But I heard you're friends with Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah,
how did that friendship happen?
She reached out to me a while back in 2019, and we just like became internet friends. And I ended up, you know, we hung out a few times, and I just like FaceTimed her a bunch, and I don't know, it happened very randomly. We kind of connected over a few things. That it was a funny way of meeting her, but she's like the sweetest human in the whole world, and I love her. I like don't get to see her too often because we both have such busy schedules. But she's like the cutest thing. I love her. I can miss her so much.
Cool. And let's bring it back. You know, you're still pretty young, but let's talk about your childhood a little bit. I don't know if this is true, but this is what I heard. And I heard you used to like collect keychains. Is that true?
Yeah. Wait, what? How do you know that? I don't know where. Is that on the internet?
I can't reveal my sources.
Oh my gosh. No, I did. I still have a box in my garage with like probably thousands of keychains. I would literally buy, because I was so obsessed with the fact that I was gonna have my own car keys one day. And so I like just would like buy a bunch of keychains, and then I started collecting them, and anywhere I went, if I saw a keychain, I'd be like, oh, I need to buy it. And I just have and now that I have my own keys, fun fact actually, I have no keychains like on any of my like I just have my Mercedes key with a USC band on it. Like I don't have any keychains. So the collecting the keychains was kind of it didn't turn out the way I expected it to. But I now have a box of keychains in my garage. It's cool. Like a ball, like a literal ball, because I connected all of them together, which is probably not the smartest idea, but hey, you know what? Random collection thing I had growing up.
And we got one last gift for you. It's not a keychain though, but I wish.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I'm interviewing you right now, but I know when you were younger, you used to do interviews too. So I got you this Lady Gaga vinyl.
Oh,
and
sick.
Look who's on it. You know, Ariana Grande, and you've interviewed her, right?
Oh, yes, I did interview Ariana Grande. I was like 8 or 9, but that was so funny. I remember that so vividly. I interviewed her and like Cole and Dylan Sprouse and like all the kids from Disney Channel. It was like the coolest thing. This is so sick. Wow. She's such a queen.
She is. She's
insane. Like have you seen her documentary?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. I've watched it maybe like 5 different times. I just think she's the coolest girl ever. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Is so sweet of you. Okay. Adds so much to my collection because I need to start collecting more vinyls.
Well, I'm happy to add. All right, I got one last question for you, by the way. Thanks for taking time to do the interview.
Of
Appreciate it.
course. Thanks for having me. It's so fun.
And so, you know, you've dropped some music, but, you know, me and the rest of our fans, we're clamoring for more. What's next in the pipeline, you know?
So I have a lot to look forward to in the end of the year.
Mm.
And 2022 is definitely going to be a new chapter for Lexi Jayde and her music. I don't know why I'm talking about myself like
in
that.
third person, yeah.
No, in third person. But no, it's definitely going to be a new chapter for my music. A lot has happened to me in the past like 2 months that I completely had to scratch everything that I was working on, and now I'm like completely starting a new project. So I'm really just diving in on that, and you guys will see. There's a lot to look forward to. I'm very, very excited about this chapter though. Like my heart and soul is in this project, and just a lot of music to look forward to. Maybe some features.
Okay.
Maybe some collabs.
All right.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm just so excited. It's. I've been working really hard, so there's definitely a lot. Look out. Definitely top of the year or maybe end of year for sure.
Well, I appreciate you doing the interview.
Thank you.
But I have one last gift for you. I lied. Isn't that
Oh my
gift?
gosh.
But this one is actually not a vinyl. It's actually just time. I'm gonna step out of frame. It's just gonna be you and the camera. You could plug anything you want, say anything you want. The rest of the interview, it's all you.
It's all me?
All you.
What do I say?
Anything you want. Anything you want to plug, any people you want to shout out, it's all you.
Well, I guess I'm interviewing myself now. I don't know. Well, shout out you guys for having me on your little interview. This is so sick. Shout out San Diego. You're really cool. I love San Diego. And just, I hope you listen to my music and enjoy it. My name is Lexi Jayde.
And where can we find you on social media?
Yes, you can follow me on all socials under Lexi Jayde, Spotify, Apple Music, Lexi Jayde. And yeah, when is this coming out? When are you gonna post it?
Sometime next week.
Sometime next week. Well, I'm gonna still be on tour, so come see me on tour for the last like few shows. And yeah, stay tuned for so much more coming, and thanks for watching. This was really fun. And I'm excited to play these on my record player. It was really cool. So thank you.